Welcome to Inside the Redskins on NBC4. Larry Michael at Redskins Park overlooking the practice fields as the Redskins are underway with the OTAs, the organized team activities, as the offseason wears on. And we start this edition of the show focusing in on quarterback Kirk Cousins. Back-to-back record-breaking statistical seasons from the quarterback position. He's got some new wide receivers on board, and he likes what lies ahead.
Certainly the system's the same, the terminology and the way we line up in formations and how we move guys around and the routes we run. But with Terrell Pryor being so tall and so fast, Brian Quick and Josh Doctson having a similar skill set, we didn't have a guy quite like that at the receiver position last year with that big of a catch radius. So maybe some of the throws and some of the designs of the plays cater to that and try to, even when they're covered, they're open because you can throw the ball high and away and let them go get it. And we're excited about that.
Jay Gruden, the play caller this year. Do you expect anything different? Because you and Sean, of course, there's a lot of people contributing to a play, but Jay's really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
Well, I feel good because he had a lot of success in Cincinnati. He had some young talent there and was able to do a great job getting those guys to the playoffs each and every year. So I feel good about the fact that he's done it quite a bit before, and the terminology stays the same. He knows me. He knows what I do well and how I like to think. So from that standpoint, there's a lot of carryover. And now it's just a matter of putting reps together in practice and allowing him to call plays where I get comfortable with that over and over and over in training camp. And that's why our OTAs, our mini camp, and our training camp in Richmond are so important.
How do you top what you've done the last couple of years? I know winning more games is how you do it.
Yeah.
But, how do you guys get better?
Well, clearly just putting up a bunch of yards isn't necessarily the catch-all. I mean, that doesn't just mean you win games. So we certainly want to win our division and all those things and have great results at the end of the year. But you can't win the division in May. So it's about a process. It's about what can we do on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday here in the spring that gives us a chance in the fall to win games. And that's what I'm excited about, is I feel that the stars in the team, the Josh Normans and the Terrell Pryors, are coming in, working hard, checking their egos at the door, and just showing up and being great teammates and great leaders, and that's a great step.
You're not going to remember this, but at the Senior Bowl all those years ago, we were there, Coach Shanahan was there, and I remember seeing you at a press conference. I talked to you a little bit afterwards. We're doing interviews, and there was a lot of quarterbacks there, Russell Wilson there, among others.
Yep.
And you've come such a long way. I mean, I know you can't put your finger on one thing that you can attribute to your success to, but in a general sense, how is it that you've succeeded so well?
I think I'm still a work in progress, and I'll have to see when it's all said and done what the secret was. But I think for now, I've learned that tough times don't last and tough people do. And whether it was in high school, through college, or now in my short pro career, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be days when it looks like you may not have another year to play, and you just have to choose to be a tough person and keep going and believe that if you do that, good things will happen. And I think my story is certainly a testament to that, but so are the stories of a lot of other guys in this locker room, and that's why I'm excited for the coming year and maybe for the next 5-6 years to try to put together a special streak here.
As I was walking into Redskins Park this morning, the sun rises off the practice fields, and I was behind one of your offensive linemen. Literally, he blocked the sun. I'm talking about 76, Morgan Moses, all right? So how do you find passing lanes, Kirk?
Yeah.
I mean, is that something you develop in practice? Can you simulate that? I'm amazed because you got some big guys in front of you, especially Morgan Moses. I mean, he's enormous. How do you find passing lanes?
I think windows are important, like you're saying, lanes, trying to throw between the guys, not necessarily always over the top, but you also try to change your arm angle and be able to, throw one around him at times if it's a wide receiver screen, or if you're dumping one off to the halfback over a Morgan Moses and to check it down. So being able to throw from different arm angles helps, but I can't say enough good things about our offensive line. I just think it's a special group, not only as players, but as people. And then when you look at the Coach Callahan, if you go back and look at their individual drills, the way they work before practice and after practice, there's nothing else like it in the league. So I'm thrilled to be playing with those guys, and it's one of the unique traits of our team is the quality of our offensive line.
Doesn't hurt a quarterback having a good offensive line.
Doubt.
So we saved the best for last,
Sure.
Kirk. What's going on with the contract situation?
Well, I mean, I think the short answer is it's been positive. I feel good about where we're headed. I liked Coach Gruden's quote yesterday where he said, I'm not really worried about it because we got him for this year, and that's really all that matters. And that's the way I've always felt, is so many guys on this team are on one-year deals. Even if it says it's a 3 or 4 year contract, really the only guarantees are this year. So many of us are playing on one-year deals. I'm not the only one. And we're not going to have long careers if we don't have a great year this year. So we all don't look much further than this season. And I feel good about our owner, he's done a great job this offseason communicating with me, and same for Bruce Allen and Jay Gruden and our scouting staff and our coaches. So I feel good about the direction we're headed, and we'll see where it ends up. But bottom line is I'm in a good place right now, and now we just got to go win a lot of football games.
The fans, we get a lot of emails here, and the fans, they keep saying, sign Kirk, sign Kirk. So it happens.
I appreciate that.
And how much does this location, this coaching staff, the things you discussed just now, everything, how much does that factor in a decision when you decide what happens, how you negotiate? Don't want to get into too many details because you can't do that. But what factor does this situation have in a positive way on how you decide what you do? Well,
when you start listing all the pros, there are a lot. I mean, this organization is second to none in terms of the history, the former players, the Super Bowl trophies, an owner who's committed to winning, who's passionate about wanting to see this team be successful, a head coach who I have a good relationship with. There's been continuity there. Continuity is very important in the game of football. Teammates that I love and respect and I feel really good about, not just the offensive line, but stars like Josh Norman and Terrell Pryor and Josh Doxson, Jamison Crowder, the list goes on and on, Chris Thompson. All these guys I really enjoy playing with. So there's a lot of positives. My wife and I love living in the city. I can go on, and we feel really good about having been drafted here and our 5 years here.
Kirk Cousins confident and happy as the offseason rolls on. Coming up next, the Redskins have added some pieces to their defense, and the returning key members of the D are happy about the additions as Inside the Redskins continues on NBC4.
Now that FedEx has helped us simplify our e-commerce, we can focus on bigger issues, like our passive-aggressive environment.
We're not passive-aggressive.
Hey. There are no bad suggestions here, no matter how lame they are.
Well said, Ann. I've always admired how you just say what's in your head without thinking. Very brave.
Good point, Ted. You're living proof that looks aren't everything.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, FedEx helps simplify our e-commerce business, and this is not a passive-aggressive environment.
I just want to say you guys are doing a great job.
What's that supposed to mean?
FedEx, helping small business simplify e-commerce.
Before they can feel at home again and go from serving their country to rejoining their families, we're helping to connect them to an even better future. From financial education and wellness programs to job training and housing assistance, we're partnering with military nonprofits dedicated to helping our troops succeed here at home.
Tickets, Metro tickets. You need a Metro ticket. Talk to me, please.
How do I even know these are real tickets?
Yeah, you touch it.
How do I know they're legit?
Is this leather legit? I mean, how do we really know? It looks good, right?
Is the Metro paying you to do that?
No, I'm paying myself. I gotta make profit.
That makes more sense.
Does the baby need a Metro ticket? I'll give her one on me. These tickets, they're not stealing your soul. You can look at them. Man, nobody wants to buy tickets from a guy on the street. I don't understand.
The Women of Washington Redskins, WOW, established in 2011, has evolved into the largest women's program in professional sports. Over 120,000 members and ever growing. It's more than a women's club. WOW's family of members have a common spirit both in the community as well as in support of the Redskins on the field. Again this year, WOW's year-round events will connect women through football clinics, behind-the-scenes visits with the team, boot camps, the newly expanded leadership series, and a whole lot more. Become a member today. Visit WOWRedskins.com or follow WOW on Twitter at WOWRedskins.
We're back inside the Redskins on NBC4. I'm Larry Michael. The defense at work under first-year coordinator Greg Manusky. Player Spotlight now brought to you by the Redskins Bahamas Weekend, June 8th through the 11th, hosted by Super Bowl MVP Doug Williams. Go to dwbahamasweekend.com for all the details. Ryan Kerrigan and the other outside linebackers there going through some drills. Kerrigan, a defensive mainstay for the Redskins, and he talked about what Coach Manusky brings to the table.
I mean, just installing our defense right now, you see that with, the different calls, the different, blitzes and schemes he's got drawn up. And he's a guy that wants to put pressure on the quarterback, get guys in the backfield, and, putting offenses in negative yardage situations.
Everybody loves putting a label on this defense because it's a 3-4. We know you go with 4 down linemen or 4 rushers in a lot of passing situations. Would you rather have your hand in the dirt? Would you rather be up on the edge? What is your preference?
Well, I mean, if you would have asked me that, 7 years ago when I came, man, 7 years, can't believe it's been that long.
You've been here that long?
I know, right? But when I came into the league, then I probably would have had a different answer for you. Now I probably would have said hand in the dirt. But now I'm comfortable in either. I've played outside linebacker for, my entire career, and so I'm comfortable rushing out of a 2 or a 3.
And you've got some guys up front now. You've got some different teammates up front.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jonathan Allen. You've done all the research on him. How does he factor in as a rookie?
We're expecting big things immediately from him. He's a guy that we know his track record. We know the Nagurski Award, all the awards, the impact he had on Alabama's great defense, and we expect him to have that kind of impact for us and as a run stopper and as a pass rusher.
There's Josh Norman, last year's big offseason acquisition. He has a new teammate. Former high school teammate DJ Swearinger is now safety for the Redskins. Reunited, and it feels so good.
He never went anywhere. It's crazy because as soon as he come back in the room, and like we just picked up from where we was at when we was playing in high school, it's the wildest thing ever. Because once you was playing with someone and then they come back to the room, oh, I already know how he's gonna be. I already know how he's gonna move, and things kind of already go into that play of you don't have to fit anything or make it, have to stay. It's already there. And it's a great feeling to have that there and have that conversation with them when we can.
All right, Josh, you're known as a very cerebral football player.
The cerebral assassin.
Wow.
That is the way you. But you're kind of contagious on this football team. Did you notice it? Did you get any kind of vibe that your style, the way you carried yourself, rubbed off on some of your teammates?
Not until we start really getting to the latter part of the season, in a way.
Right.
And then you saw guys coming out there and wanting to, model and do what you do and stay late and do different things they pick up on and see you do. And it's successful because you use it and put and implement that into the game. And once they see that, I'm like, oh, I see. So if I do this, then I get this kind of result.
Right.
And I think for me, just, willing to help someone, willing to be a servant, then so forth, lead all the time and be that strong force. Yeah, you're gonna know how I lead by my example of what I do and what I show you. And so that's kind of how I do things, and they see that and they pick up on it. Because I love up on guys, I don't try to bash them or be like, you suck on this. No, I help them up, be like, if you did it this way, how would it look? Because you can be better from things, because I'm still learning and I want to know. Yeah. So that's why I think guys really, grasp that. Because
the cerebral assassin.
Guys are something else, man.
So, last year at this time, hey, you were fresh in here. It must have been like you moved to a new school. So I would think your leadership after being here a year, you're more comfortable, obviously, the longer you're in a building, you know where to go, you know what's going on. Mm-hmm. I would think there's a big margin for improvement this year for this defense, cerebrally, no pun intended, but from the neck up. What do you think about that?
I totally agree. Because if you're doing the same thing over and over every day, you're going to get the same result, and we cannot do that. Because we can't have the same result we did last year.
Right.
I'm trying to be a part of it. I don't think nobody in this building is trying to be a part of it. So, therefore, we got to do little things different. We got to switch some things up that we have done, and we have to learn. And we have to learn it and retain it. It's the difference from learning something, but if you don't retain it, it's pointless because you can't use it and use your tools that you've been taught. And I think now we got some guys in the room that can really teach us some things to do it. And once we can understand and hearken that, man, I think the sky's the limit. Right now, we're just taking those little baby steps and trying to get to that point, man, because we're crawling right now. So.
But there was a couple times last year, Josh, where I saw you going like this. Okay? Now, we can say what we want to about what happened last year, but I think instinct needs to be emphasized. I've talked to Monuski, and again, you guys can't really meet a whole lot.
Right.
He wants to put you in position and let your instincts take over. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's why I was saying earlier, man. He got some good stuff that I think we're going to be able to take it over the top this year, just because of how we play the game.
Back with a look at the first-round pick out of Stonebridge High School in Ashburn, Virginia. Number 95, Jonathan Allen, as Inside the Redskins continues on NBC4.
Boy, we're shipping a ton of these goofy glasses.
Yeah, well, we got to hand it to FedEx. They've helped make our e-commerce so easy, and now we're getting all kinds of new customers.
I know. Can you believe we're getting orders from Canada, Ireland?
This one is going to New Zealand.
New Zealand? False alarm.
Hey, you guys.